It took 5 years, but Google finally took its revenge on Microsoft. What's up guys, I'm Snows and this is your boot sequence. Around 5 years ago, about 2 years after the first Chromebook was released, Microsoft wasn't too happy with having competition and started their Scroogle campaign. You heard that right, Scroogle, like screwed by Google or something. Their whole campaign was about how a Chromebook isn't a real laptop, but just a brick with a web browser. The whole ad was set in the famous Pawn Stars shop. Take a look.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking to trade in this gift for a ticket to Hollywood.
What makes you think it's worth that much?
It's a laptop.
It's funny how some of the arguments used against the Chromebook can be turned around to Microsoft so easily these days, like this one.
Without Wi-Fi, it doesn't do much at all. And when you are online, Google tracks what you do so they can sell ads. That's how you get scroogled.
Scroogled? What's a scroogle?
Right, because Microsoft doesn't track what you do, right? Anyways, now it's Google's time to get back at Windows and to attack Apple with their new Chromebook ad. It's a fairly simple ad. It's basically a campaign that promotes how the Chromebook is apparently more stable. No viruses, no error messages, no sign into iTunes pop-ups. Basically that the Chromebook is an overall more stable device. The thing is though, Chromebooks suffer the same terrible flaw as Windows laptops. The performance can vary drastically from one device to the other because of the hardware chosen and the manufacturer. The only company that controls that factor right now is Apple. Now I don't have a baseline to be able to judge Chromebooks since I've never really used one. So if you can, share your experiences with your own down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Moving on, computer accessory giant Logitech is making a pretty bold move. They're acquiring Blue Microphones for $117 million in cash. And I think that it's a really good thing for the company. I mean, think about it. Logitech right now owns some of the best companies in the peripheral space. You've got Jaybird for headphones, UE for Bluetooth speakers, Logitech G for gaming. Their webcam game is pretty much the best in the market. The only thing that's missing was a good microphone company, and they decided to go and grab one of the most renowned companies in the world. Now, I am very familiar with Blue since I am a pretty big fan of their microphones and headphones. I own a Bluebird condenser and a Reactor microphone, and they're just some of the cleanest microphones I've ever used. But of course, since this is more of a peripheral move for Logitech, we'll probably see more USB microphone devices than high quality studio grade ones. Alright, now let's move on to In Case You Didn't Know. Threadripper details have been leaked again. The 2990 now WX, which is the 32-core 64-thread flagship, is apparently going to be $2,400 Canadian or around $1,850 US. I mean, not bad. If you compare it with the Skylake 7980XE from Intel, which is pretty much the same price, I'm pretty sure you could argue that it's fair. It just hurts my inside because I know I can't afford it. Then we have Nvidia's event at Gamescom coming on the 20th of August, and I think we all know what we want to see and what we will see, the new 11 series GPUs. While Nvidia's CEO recently said that the next GeForce card won't be coming for a long time from now, the fact that one of their original talks was titled Nvidia's next generation mainstream GPU kind of means he was probably just tired of hearing the same question over and over again. Honestly, I'm just super excited to see how the 1170 will deal compared to a 1080 Ti. And then in gaming, we got our first glimpse at what the Battle Royale for Black Ops 4 will look like. In the new multiplayer beta trailer, you can see some pretty awesome visuals. The beta access for it will start on the 3rd of August for PS4, and public access for it will be on the 11th all the way up to the 13th. The Battle Royale mode won't be included in that beta, but another beta is coming in September. We only get about a 10-second preview of the actual Blackout mode, and it showcases some ATVs and some helicopters. The Blackout map, the Battle Royale one, will be 1,500 times bigger than Nuketown and will have air, land, and sea vehicles. I mean, it's pretty rad. Then we have EA, which just launched their upgraded Origin Access, which is called Origin Access Premier. This service will give you access to all of the EA games on Origin and a lot of other titles from other game makers, including DLCs and in-game bonuses. Now, it's not cheap for a subscription service. It's $15 a month or $100 a year. But to be fair, I kind of don't hate it. While I definitely prefer to own my own games, I realize that I don't really replay them as much as I used to. So this might be the best way for me to get my gaming. On top of of that, some of the games will release on Origin Access Premier days before the full release, like Battlefield 5, which is going to be on the service on the 11th of October instead of the 19th. That's a pretty big incentive. And if you didn't know, well, now you know. And now to answer a question from you guys, and today it is, are you an Android or Apple fanboy, and which phone do you use? I'm not a fanboy of either. I understand they both have their strong points and weaknesses, but personally, I own an iPhone. My contract is up soon though, so maybe I'll get myself an Android. Some of them look pretty good. And that's pretty much it for the news, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel by clicking the big button that's right here. And if you want to see the latest video, it's going to be right here. Did you see what I just did here? Usually I go with the video first and then the subscribe button. This time I switched it up. At the same time, don't forget to hit that bell if you click on the subscribe button down below. That way you can get the notifications, all right? So stay frosty and I'll see you on the next one.